Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But, of course, the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy. And that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Flushed out right.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, another shot for Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Rodgers going to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Again, it's Jones. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, a give it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on. They think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to speed things up here. 1st down, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He's put up.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys!
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So we've come to halftime after
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott, the quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 42-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football. Well, we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now Elliott.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A first down throw for Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Rolling to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing here, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Rodgers to throw once more. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.